Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the webinar live demo of Claude Cowork. We will give a couple of minutes others to join. I think people are joining one by one. And yeah, in the meantime, it'll be good if some of you who have joined already to just share which city you are, coming from, and whether you are doing freelance job or you're working any company you're working. Maybe just good to share those details. Good to get to know each other better. We are based out of Bangalore, so yeah, feel free to put your details in the chat. Right. Welcome, Saraj. Yeah, I see that you're working as a freelancer. Great to know that. All right. I think we should we'll get started now. Right, but I think so people are joining. Yeah. So welcome once again, everybody. Good afternoon. Demo of Claude Cowork. So this session we're going to take around 60 minutes, and this is going to be live, showcase of some of the use cases we can do with Claude Cowork, and see how we can solve, how we can get insights into some of the complex marketing workflows, and how we can be used to upskill the teams, to delight your customers, right? Can get quick insights for your decision making and so on, right? So I'm very excited. I started using Claude Cowork last couple of months, and find it very, very useful in my day-to-day work, right? Working with my clients, team. And so this, basically this, the use cases, we're not going to cover basic use cases, which everyone, you must be using to create content briefs, content creation, or some backlink analysis. I mean, those can be solved through AI as well. But these are more complex workflows where you are more dependent on multiple systems, where you have to go to, whether to your agency or to multiple people to get the data, right? You can't get quickly. It takes a lot of time, right? And still you don't know whether data is correct or not, and so on. So that's what we are going to look into. There are tons of data sitting there because we don't have bandwidth, because we don't, look at those areas. So a lot of things we ignore, but now it's possible with this Claude Cowork. It's very, very easy to access a lot of things at your fingertips, even while on the go. That's what we'll see. On the go, how can you really use it very effectively, right? So, right. So with that, let's start. So we have slide deck, but I said that is just to set the context. But more and more we'll show you the live use cases here, right? And I will, request and appreciate everybody stays till the end. We have a surprise towards the end, so people who stays definitely can benefit from that. And yeah, we'll showcase that towards the end. So please stay. I mean, I'm sure you will find interesting, and everybody will be motivated to stay till the end, right? Okay. So let's start. Let me share the deck. Right. I hope screen to everyone. So yeah, Claude Cowork for marketing leaders. I mean, that's the theme for today, right?
Ajay's screen is not presenting, like it's not visible.
It's not visible? Okay, sorry. Right. Is it visible now?
Yeah, yes.
I'm sorry. Thanks. Right. Yeah, so theme, as I said, is Claude Cowork for marketing leaders, right? And how you can convert data into decisions in minutes, not in days, not in months, right? So that's what we're going to see how. Right. My name is Ajay Batra, and I'm going to host the session for next 60 minutes. I'm very passionate about SEO, and I'm a practitioner myself in the last 10 plus years, working with large clients in US, mostly B2B tech clients we are working. And yeah, we are working with the team, infusing a lot of AI practices, AI tools, systems into our processes and helping client to accelerate, improve quality. Right. So yeah, so that's just a brief about me. Now, next, as I said, 60 minutes. First we will just look at why Claude Cowork, a little bit set the context. I hope everybody must have heard about it. Some people must have used also, but just set the context. And then we will, from there straight, we will dive into demos, demo 1, 2, 3. I mean, we have listed some use cases, and there are multiple use cases. So we will showcase, 3 here in this session. And there are many more. You can do that. And we will have in between some polls and question answers, and eventually some takeaways and surprise, and then we'll close it from there. So let's get started. Now, before I start, I would like everybody to just look at it and give us some perspective. Where are you on your AI journey today? Right? Just look at it, and I would ask everyone to put your options A, B, C, or D. No judgment here. I mean, we all do at our own pace, so that's absolutely fine, right? Wherever we are, right? So please put your options. You can run the poll, Maitri. Have you started the poll?
Yes, Ajay, the poll is live.
Right. Where do we see that? Where do we see that poll?
As in the meeting, you have to go to the top, live poll. There will be like a card box coming. You have to click on it.
Where? Sorry, I'm not able to see.
In the meeting. You're in the slide right now. You have to go to the meeting. Yeah. At the top, the purple. Yeah. Beside that.
This one?
No, beside that. Yeah, correct.
Sorry. All right. Right. Good. I think we see a lot of people have voted. Great. And yeah, we see that people are in different phases in the process. Yeah. So which is great. So yeah, good to know. Everybody is at least have started the journey. Great to know that. All right. Now this is, I mean, generally basic AI broke marketing timeline. Now, yeah, I mean, we can't have now weeks and months and all to get the data to do our jobs, right? We know that, right? We can solve in hours and days now. We don't have weeks and months. We don't need so much. There's a smart assistants available to all of us now, right? If we use them sensibly, it can really cut down 70-80% of the repetitive jobs it can easily do for you. That's what we are trying to say, right? So it is available to everybody, but how you use it, it's that's how you have to practice it and use it to your benefit and advantage in your environment, in your area, right? Now, yeah, this Claude Cowork, now it's not just a chat bot, right? It's a smart, as I said, assistant or a teammate available to you, right? right? Cowork is Claude with hands, it says. And Claude is, yeah, it's just a brain power. Now it is hands also. It has given you some additional power in your hands now, right? Hands can do much more. With the brain, if hands comes, then you can do far more, right? We know that, right? You can double, triple our efficiency and what we can achieve, right? So, and it helps to solve complex workflows. It's not just simply giving some prompts and running certain processes there, right? It can read files. It can plug into all your system, GA4, GSC, Gmail, right? Drive, anywhere, CMS, right? Multiple steps it can follow and understand complex workflows. It can schedule itself, right? And you can share the skills. Once done, everybody can use it. So this is a very intelligent, it's a smart analyst that never sleeps. I will show you that. What does it mean? Never sleeps. What does that mean? Right? So a huge power, a very smart tool given in our hands here. Right? How do we leverage that? That's what we want to see, some use cases here. And you can apply in your area to anything, right? Any workflow, right? So now, as we said, Claude Cowork can solve a lot of complex workflows, get into insights quickly, and now there are certain toolkit also available which helps us to do our job more seamlessly, more smarter, more faster. We will look at it also. One is called dispatch. So we'll see the example. What does it mean? One command sends insight, right? You give a command, and it does your job. We'll show you that how it works. Schedule is easy to understand. I think it's quite, you can schedule a job. It can run every day, certain time, every week of the time, generate a report for you, some insights for you, whatever you need, it can generate. And Monday morning you get up and that's available in your inbox, right? So you can schedule a lot of stuff, or you can put it on autopilot, right? Clients reports, your boss want to see, for your teammates, whatever, right? You can create, as I said, repetitive skills. You can create skills where everybody can use. Once created, everybody can use it, right? Across the team. You don't have to go repeating it, right? Once you set the process, now that is available to everyone. There are templates available. Claude give you certain template. For example, competition analysis. It gives you certain template. Of course, you can modify to your needs, but it gives you a template. So it gets you started. Even if you are, early in the game, it gets you started there. So there are a lot of templates ready to use, like emails. You want to write emails, right? There's a template available. And then you customize it, you personalize it to your needs as you need it. But it gives you a very good start there, right? So we'll see some of it, how in practice we'll see that. As I said, it can integrate into various systems and can analyze and process complex workflow. You can see on the side, it can access your GA4, Search Console, Ahrefs, Gmails. It can go and access sheets, any sheets, Excel, Google Drive, your CMS system, any other system, right? It can go all access, get the data from there, and analyze and give whatever the output you want, right? So you can see that how it can make your life easy by reading into literally all the system where you struggle to go and get the data. And not only that, it can combine the data from various systems, and then present in a more consolidated way, the way you want it, summarize it for you. That's the power of this Claude Cowork, right? It's not just a simple chatbot. Right? And it is for everyone. Anybody can use it based on your scope of work, based on your use cases. Every level, every role has some use case. It can solve multiple problems and multiple areas, right? So you define the problem at what based on your scope of work, based on your role, and it can solve. Whether it's a QBR deck, whether it's running the campaigns, whether it's analyzing the content gap analysis, whether doing competition deep analysis against certain category, right? or running certain reports on a regular basis, and so on. Anything, what matters to you, you define, and it can solve the problem for you, right? It's for everybody. It's not just it has specific purpose here, right? You can use for execution, you can use for getting insights, data insights, you can make it for creating certain reports, right? Decks, whatever you need on your routine, or based on your and company needs. All right. Now again, guys, get ready for another poll. Now, while there are multiple, as I said, use cases, we have just, sorry, there's a spell mistake here. I'll correct that also. While there are multiple use cases, but we have put a couple of them here. So I would want you to pick up, tell me out of this 6, what would you choose given the opportunity 3? Pick three from them. Yeah. So Maitri, yeah, let's initiate the poll.
Yeah, Ajay, the poll is live.
Right. Please, guys, go ahead and pick the 3. Where are the other ones? There were 6, right?
Ajay, below is the question.
Oh,
Scroll
I'm
down.
so sorry. I'm looking at the previous one. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a poll, you can only answer. You can only choose one in the poll box, but you can add your 3 options in the chat box as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not allowed to get 3.
Okay, understood. All right. Anyways, okay, let's select one. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's prioritize your one. Just please go through and pick which one. If you have to pick one, which one will you pick? If you have to run, I mean, all are important, no doubt. I mean, these are all important ones here, right? All right. Where do I see the results for this? I can't see the. Not as color. Great. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Competition analysis is one of the critical process for any marketers, right? To understand what the competition is doing. I mean, no surprise here. Great. And skill gap from nodes. Yeah, that's very useful. Very interesting use case. How can you find team skill gaps from some of the meetings you do on a day-to-day basis? I mean, it's just for very clear. It has to be very positive, productive for the intention of improving whole as a team. That's what we use it for, right? And there's another interesting one which we'll look at it. How do you topic to live? How do you publish page once you have identify and topic? Yeah, great. So I think this is interesting to see that. Thank you. All right, let's come back. So we will pick 3 use cases from this, and we're going to show you now from here on 3 live use cases, right? So hold your breath and let us see how it works. So first one we're saying is competition gap analysis, right? This is interesting, where I'm going to show you how you can do this on the go. That's the beauty of this, right? All right. Now, I'm sure you can see me on the screen. Now, I have picked up my mobile now, if you can see me. And I have downloaded the Claude app on my mobile, right? And say mobile is in my hand now. So there is a Claude app downloaded. So what I'm going to do now is, so I've opened on my mobile, and I'll tell you how it works, but first let's see first what we'll do. So I'm going to give some instructions here on my mobile, on the Claude app on my mobile for competition analysis, right? So I'll say, let me just speak only. So I'll say nowadays, people have less time on the go. How can when you're sitting in the car or somewhere, maybe you can't type so much, right? So no problem. You can just keep your speaker on and speak. That's it. You can do. See here. Okay. Hello, Claude. Please help me to the competition analysis. 1 minute. Hello, Claude. Please help me do the competition analysis. 1 minute. I think there's some problem. Just give me a minute. I think it's not taking. One. I think it's not. It has not picked the speaker. Just a minute, please. Okay. Hello, Claude. Help me do the competition analysis. Take splashtop.com as my site, client site, and do the comparison with one of the competitors, teamviewer.com. And what I want to see there is one of their main category is remote access. So tell me how my client Splashtop is doing against the key competitor TeamViewer in Google search, in LLMs, in AI overview. How are we faring or ranking against the competition? Just present this data in 3 to 4 slides. That's it. Please do this analysis for me. Thank you. All right. So yeah, so we have just given the instructions on the mobile. Now we'll see what happens. It'll take a little time. So what happens? That's what I'm going to show you here. The one feature now here. So I was sitting in the car. I gave some instructions. So what will happen here? We saw dispatch, right? One functionality called dispatch, right? So now while you're driving, you're taking time to reach to your home or office. Now this report will run at the back end, right? And we will see that by the time you reach office or home, this report is ready for you to present. Yeah. So see, it's running already. See, I gave command on my mobile. It's running here. It's already running here. It will run on your desktop. The whole thing is the important thing to understand is your desktop should be on. I mean, that's one criteria here. It should be so your desktop has to be on, lying here, right? But anyway, so we gave a command, a voice command. It's running here. So let's let it run for some time. It's going to take a little time. We'll come back and check after some time. By the time we can run some other use cases. So this is the one use case functionality of the dispatch function, which you can now generate reports on the go. Not wasting time. Well, 1 hour your travel time, your boss asks or client asks, report has to be submitted. You can give a command. By the time you reach there, ready. And you take it and go and submit, right? So that's very powerful feature Claude Cowork has. So we'll come back, let it run. It's going to take some time. Now, let's go back, right? So we are doing competition gap analysis. So I gave a very simple use case, right? What I want, but what you can do, whatever you need in your competition, whether you want to do content gap analysis, whether you want to see their backlink profiles, whether you want to see the traffic, how is the traffic in a certain category or overall or whatever. I mean, whatever is your priority, you can set, and it will scan all your systems. So it's a real data we are seeing. It's not just like a chat bot. It just get data from somewhere. There's a real data which is available on Ahrefs, Search Console, GA4. So it's a real data what we are going to show. Yeah, right. That's the power of it, right? So let's run the report and we'll come back and see what it has generated. It's going to take some time, right? So that's the whole idea, that on the go, without wasting time, using your mobile and laptop, in parallel, you can run it while you are outside, and it can generate reports, right? All right. So
Ajay, hello.
Yes.
Ajay, there is a question somebody has asked.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Aniket has asked how we are accessing the GSC data.
So there are connectors available in Cowork. So before we start, we need to set up. There are connectors available which helps you to connect Cowork. So you have to give access to you have to sign up in Claude Cowork and give access to your GA4, Search Console, Ahrefs. So through connectors, you connect them. Any system, for that sake, you can connect. And then it will go and you have to give permission to it to fetch the data from there. Does that answer the question? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Right. So, okay, just to answer to your question, let us look at here. Settings. I'll show you that. Connectors. Can you see the customize? Right. Can you see here? So we have already connectors. We have already connected Ahrefs, Gmail, Google Drive, Webflow. We have already connected. You can connect other systems also, what you want, like different file systems and all that. You can give access to your local system. We have given access to our local system also. GitHub, Google Calendar, whichever you want. So there are connectors, you connect that. Right? See, these are all connected here in our cloud. So it has access to all that now. Right? And you can give various type of access, what you want at various level, which one you want to see, which one you don't want to see. I mean, you can play with it and give the access. Right? That's how it works. Right? Now. All right.
Okay, Ajay, so there is a follow-up question from Aniket again.
Sure.
He's mentioning that for him, GSC is not coming on the desktop. Ahrefs is coming. Like Ahrefs is there.
Okay. No, my coming in the sense, Aniket, coming in the sense you have not connected, you're not able to connect, or I didn't get the question. What I mean, coming in the sense, what does it mean by coming? Are you not able to connect successfully, or what is it?
Yes, so Ajay, GSC, like when I'm searching to connect for a GSC, and I'm searching like Google Search Console GSC, it's not there like and when I'm searching for Ahrefs, it's there, so I can connect the Ahrefs,
okay,
but not GSC.
No problem. No problem, Aniket. What we can do, maybe today or after the session, sometime team can help you with that, right? We'll connect with you, right? Kritika, Maitri, just make a note of this, yeah? So what we can do, we can connect with Aniket and see what is the problem and help him do that. A little later.
Thank you.
Definitely, Aniket, we'll get in touch and we'll help you with that. Okay?
Yes, Aniket.
All right. All right. So, okay. So now there's another. Yeah. Let us. I think this is a question. See, this kind of report, if you have to run manually, what I said, generally, how much time will you need? At a category level, if you have to do detail level analysis for a specific category or a service against a competitor. So you can do some basic traffic analysis, all that, but specific category, I want to know how are you doing a specific service? How much time do you think you will take to create that report? Let's just answer that question. So that, I think people have just ABCD in the comment box, right? There's no survey here, right? Or poll, correct? Maitri?
Yeah, Jay, we have the poll ready. I have made it live.
Oh, you have made it live. Okay, okay, let's go there then.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for such a report, which I just gave a command to run a specific category, what do you think? I'll at least take, I think, half a day at least, if not more. Yeah, it can take more time based on the, how big is your website, and absolutely. It can take a week also, I mean, some time based on, as I said, size, scope, and all that. Absolutely. It can't be done under an hour. Definitely not. It can take a couple of hours to days, and absolutely agree. Right? Great. So, well, we can go back and also, let me check if it is completed. Otherwise, we'll move to the other one. No, it is still, it is here. Okay. It's already here. So I can check on my mobile. It says report looks like ready. Can you see here? Not here, sorry. Dispatch. I have to go to dispatch. See here. Report Splashtop versus TeamViewer. This is the report I ran. I give command on my mobile, and here is the report, whatever I ask. Let's check this. See, we asked 4 slides. It has given 4 slides. It said just give us 4 slides. Whatever you ask, whatever you ask. I mean, it's up to you, right? Let's see what it has done. So we asked Splashtop versus TeamViewer, right? Correct. We asked for a specific category, remote access category. I asked for it and do the analysis for SERP, AI overviews, right? That's what I asked. Do me the analysis, right? It has done what is the domain rating of Splashtop, TeamViewer, traffic, value, and it has given you keyword rankings. That's how we ask SERP position, right? So it says these are the important keywords and these are the volumes, and you can see who is leading. So clearly TeamViewer is the ahead of us. When I say yes, sorry, Splashtop is our client, so that's why I use the word us. But yeah, so TeamViewer is leading here in most of the important keywords. Only one keyword, Splashtop, is ahead, right? AI overview, it says Splashtop is ahead. Very happy to see that, right? And same keyword it is used there also, AI overview, and say you are right. Is it a position or just let me check? LM dashboard is not enabled. Yeah, so whatever, it has given certain scores. So you dominate on some 6 areas, they are in 5. So definitely we are doing good here, right? So it has given some perspective on that. I mean, you can give more guardrails, more whatever your ask is. It will do detailed analysis. Because I gave little basic ask, but you can go further and do the analysis. And it gives you certain next steps also. How you can, wherever there are gaps, where your client is behind or lacking, it gives you certain ideas also. What you need to do. So it says refresh this page, double down on this, close the gap, optimize, something like that. So it gives you a good direction here. What can you do to close the gap with your competitor, right? See, very powerful in 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. It's not easy to get this data for a category unless I have to go to multiple systems, multiple places in Ahrefs, SCMrush or GA4. I have to go multiple reports, fetch multiple reports, right? Absolutely, even half day is not enough here. Within 5 to 10 minutes, at least you have now, and you can make it better now. Now you understand how it works. Next time, improve your prompt slightly, and it will do a better job for you if you think there are still gaps. But you see the power, right? Clearly, if your boss asks, because you can't tell on the fly how against a competition, a specific category on the fly, you cannot tell. It needs a lot of analysis. See here, within 5 to 10 minutes, you have some answer. That's the power. And you have data. It's not that you're talking in general. You can talk with the data confidently, right? Powerful, very powerful, right? So this is the first use case here. You definitely need, as you rightly said, more time to do this kind of. I mean, simple analysis, traffic and all is easy to do. But what we want to do, it can help solve more complex workflows analysis, which require to access multiple. Maybe sometimes you have to go back to your agency, ask for information, to your team members, to different team members, to access different systems and so on. That's where it can take a lot of time. People are free. Sometimes they're not available, right? So there is no dependency. And they will also do the same job. They will also go to these systems only, right? Very, very powerful, all right? Okay, now let's go to the next use case. Let's move. Now, let us imagine a scenario where somebody comes with an idea. We said, no, there is an event coming. There is some event. We want to make it live today itself. and I have the idea only, topic idea. It means somebody has to now go keyword research, create some content brief, write the content, optimize it, LLM, all that, validate, find out developer is free, give it to them, right? Publish it, validate it. All that can take at least minimum couple of days time. It can take, right? You want to quickly show results here. If something is burning in the market, I want to do it today, man. Is it possible? No, manually, no, manual process, not possible. We can do it here within 10 minutes, 15 minutes here. Let's see how, right? Let's see how we can do that. You know? Anybody would like to give any idea for their website? Happy to take that. Happy to take that if anybody wants to give me any idea. You can type it there. Give me, otherwise I'll take mine. If you know anybody give me, I can. If you give me your website name and the topic. Oh, no.
Yes, Ajay.
I'm so sorry. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. It has to be configured to your website. I'm so sorry. No. Sorry. It has to be, we have to configure we need to access to your system for that. So sorry. I'm not, sorry. We cannot take that right now. So we'll have to go and configure your website and with the Claude. Right now here we have configured our site. So that minimum, there's a prerequisite here. Sorry, I cannot take that. So I'll have to run for our website only. That's all, right? And I want to publish a content. I have a topic idea. That's all. I have information, right? So there is a file I need to. There's a skill, which I need to, which will give you MD file or skill which we have taken. So let's see. That's all what we have to do. There's a skill built at the back. So let's run it now. So this is again going to take a little time. Let it run. We will we'll come back and see what happens. It will going to ask you. See, this is here the process is we're going two things we are doing here. We are creating the content. So some inputs are needed, right? It will ask you at least some inputs. What do you want to do, right? Because otherwise it doesn't know, because you just say I have a topic. So it will ask you what topic, what do you want to do, and so on, some questions. And then second step, it will create the content. Then second step is going to publish also. So both together is going to do. That's what we want to say. Is well integrated here, right? So, okay. So see here, it is going to ask you some questions now, which is important, because if you want the content to align with your expectations, your client expectations, and you have certain guardrails and all that, so you have to create the content. I want to create. You can optimize or create. So I want to create a content. Okay, new content, right? So that's working. So it will ask us a couple of more questions about the topic content to build the content, to make it truly the output aligned with your audience, right? What do you want? And so right. So it's asking now, what is your topic idea? Right? Let's say I want to get marketing SEO growth. What page? Okay, let's say listicle. Which funnel stage? So MOFO. What is the size? Let's say 1,000. Okay. So, some of the basic questions for it to analyze. Okay. What is the exact topic it is asking? I'll say top 10 AI SEO agencies in 2026. Okay, I said listicle, right? So maybe this is my, I don't want to choose from the given suggestion. I've given my suggestion. So website right now we have to take LeadWalnut only because that's what I said, it has to be configured here with Claude. So we have configured this site, and your site can be configured. That's not a big deal here, but we have to configure it. So we cannot run your thing right now here. So it is what is the target market? You can choose, you can, write also here. You don't have to, it's just some options here. If your target market is different, you can say different. That's fine. Whichever is your target market. So United States, target audience, I'll say all, let's say, all of them are my target audience, right? It has taken some basic inputs, but very, very critical inputs so that it looks your content, right? What are your ICP? What are your services? Which stage you want, right? Type of article, right? Primary keyword to rank for, you can give, or it can select itself, or you can say, okay, fine, I want to select primary keyword. Page objective, right? Organic traffic, brand, sales qualified inbound. Yeah, I want sales qualified inbound. That's my objective. Brand tone, I like more, conversational. I like more approach, conversational and practical. I mean, of course, this, you want to depend on the article, but I like this conversational and practical. Competition, now you can define Claude pick top 10 recommended. So you can ask them to chase. If you want to, put certain competition yourself, yeah, of course, you can write it here, whatever you want. I'll say, okay, here, pick up yourself some competitors. That's fine. You pick up. So it can do job for you, but if you want to more customize, personalize for your needs, you give inputs. It'll throw some ideas to you, but you do whatever. So, okay. Approve these inputs and proceed to the, approve and write brief. Or you want to still edit, or you want to cancel, whatever. So it keep asking some validation. So that is one, this brings us to another point, human in the loop, we keep talking, human expertise. So it's asking you, can you go through once and check everything is okay? So it'll have some checkpoints where it will keep asking you, are you happy? Do you want to edit? What do you want to do, right? So human expertise is very, very important. It's not just to know Claude, right? A person who has understanding of this space will be needed to make it really a high quality article. That's very important. Otherwise, Claude will do its job, which can be sometimes repetitive also. It's not sometimes, because it is picking data from sources where other people are also doing. But you want to give more input sitting here with your expertise, your experience. You want to keep giving some inputs to make it truly aligned with your company processes, your client expectations. And certain how Google Algo works, how LLM works, right? So you need to apply those principles, which Claude may not be able to apply everything by itself, right? So that's important here, right? While content creation looks very easy, today we think just give some prompt and it'll create content, but that content is not going to last long. Now, what's happening today, my experience, right? You create a content through AI. These LLMs are looking for fresh content all the time. So anything comes, we get excited, it starts showing up in ChatGPT, AI. It starts coming up very quickly. But the moment it realizes the content doesn't have depth, it just go out also very quickly from there. Very quickly we have seen that. It has no depth. It has no helpfulness. When I say helpfulness, means uniqueness, right? It is very hollow and repetitive content, because you have not given your experience, if you have not given some of your inputs into the content, right? Some of your use cases, some of your case studies, some of your checklist, you are not fed in there to make it more helpful and unique, right? So those are important, very, very important in content. Looks very easy, but it can, we have seen sites traffic really falling drastically when you don't follow certain quality processes and make it really helpful for your audience. Use it as a assistant. Don't control it. Don't allow it to control you. Output should be controlled by you, not by Claude. That's very important. Anywhere, any process you run, you need to control the output. Don't allow, give the input and let it decide what is the output has to be. No, you need to control that. What do I want in the output? That you should be very clear. All right. So yeah, so it has now created it. All right. It is just building it now. The TLDR, we have built in some good practices here, some verifiable facts which are important, EAT signals, authority, FAQs, infographics. So some of the basic, we have built in already some of the good practices into it. But still, your own personal thing still can make it better. Right? You have some use case. You have some, okay. It says you want to review it or you want to approve. Okay, right now, we'll just approve it, but it asks you to just approve. If you don't, we'll say request changes, then you write down what you want. If you have any case study, some use case, some checklist, you say, no, insert this, take data from here. That's how you can make it more better and more aligned with your expectations and your processes, right? Anyway, so here we'll just approve it right now. Yeah. So it will create article now, and then it will publish on our CMS system, which is a Webflow system. We'll see that, how it publishes there. Maybe what we can do in the meantime, while this is running, let me go back to the deck. And okay, this question will come. Let's run first. But in the meanwhile, what we can do, content pipeline, right? How we can use some of our meetings with our clients, with our colleagues, with our teams to powerful data, which can help us to identify some content topics, right? Content ideas, campaign ideas, some skill gaps, right? From those meetings, because there people are talking freely, right? Everybody is very freely talking, sharing their opinion, views, and all that, right? How can we use that data to get some insights which we can use, again, give back to improve our workflows, our processes, our efficiencies, our productivity, right? So basically, we have taken a scenario, his client meeting to content pipeline. You have every week, once or twice client meeting. Have you ever thought, I mean, are there any emerging content ideas from there? Have I ever thought? We discussed so many things, right? Did I think like that? Or did we just do some next steps and we move on, right? And because there are subtle things which we talk sometime and nobody, give attention to that, right? So let's look at that. What does it mean? So this is still running. So what we do here, so we have already created here. So what I have also used this use case to show how the schedule functionality also works, right? So there's a schedule. So, right? Right? So we have now, where do I see here? Schedules. See, already I have given I'm not going to do it again now. Analyze last 4 to 6 calls from my client 14-minute call notes. See, what the interesting part here, workflow, when I say, take the notes from Gemini from my Gmail inbox. So I don't need to give any input. Go look at my inbox, look at my client, 14-minute client meetings, which has happened last 4 to 6 calls. And suggest 5 content ideas, right? And also, I said, also give me some context as to from which discussion these idea was identified. Provide output in a PDF format. Now, what you can do, you can run manually or you can schedule it so that every time it keeps running for you, same report. Every time it analyzes last 4 to 6 calls, Monday or whenever you want. Every Monday or weekly or monthly, it start giving you the report. You can schedule it. While you're sleeping, Monday morning falls, report on your lap. Right now I put manual because I want to run it right away, and otherwise I can schedule it and it run it at schedule hour, whenever when you want, right? So we save it and we say run this report. Right? Right. Now why it is telling you, because you have already run it. See, it's report schedule me, it's already available here, right? That's a little bit running also here. Let it run. And in the meantime, we see what's happening to our previous, still running, publish blog topic. That's still running here. And this one is here. Content intelligence.
Ajay, while it's running, can we take some questions?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. We have a question from Swaraj. He is asking, he's unable to see the schedule tab in his Claude.
Are you okay? Now let me Claude. Let me just. So if you see here, Claude, this is the basic Claude, Suraj, right? Suraj, you can see here. It is available. Schedule facility will be available in Cowork. Do you have Cowork or basic Claude? So if you have a basic Claude, this is the basic Claude. So it doesn't have those features. So you see the difference here. See the window of basic Claude. Now let's see the window of Cowork. So this is the window of Cowork. It has chats, code, all that. This has all the features. So you need to sign up for Claude Cowork.
Okay, Swaraj has mentioned that he's using the web version and has taken Pro membership.
Pro is fine, that's okay, but these features are in Cowork. Those are which is expensive. Cowork is $100, so that is why though some additional features are available in Cowork, not in the Pro. Okay, just check that. And see, now it is asking us here. So I hope that answered the question, Suraj. All right.
Yeah, Jay.
Okay, approve and push to. Now you say content is ready. You want to push to your website. It is asking us. We'll say yes. Push it to website. You can view the article here. You can open and see the article here if you want. Review it. Now it is putting into the. Now I need to go back. A site ID. Now this is a bit technical, which we will tell you. This is a part of the configuration, but so I need to check that. Yeah. So this connection to your website is a bit technical part when you connect to your website. So, all right. Yeah. Now, while it's working, any other question?
Yeah, Jay. We have one more. It's not a question. It's somebody written. Surbi has written that Cowork is available only on desktop, so you can't see on web version. I think she's replying back to Swaraj's question.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. See, it has collected all 6 call notes. It has collected 6 last meeting notes. And you can see here it is on the schedule task. Now it is, I think it's ready now. We are ready to see now. We'll ask PDF. Right. So it says it has taken Gemini notes last 6, we said. So May 14th, 12th, 7th, all these days it has picked up meeting notes. So it has already gone to my Gmail and picked up because we record the meetings, Gemini records it, it just picks up, right? all the notes, and let's see what it has done. So it is, there's a few minutes, it is created. Now let's see what it has done. Right? 5 content ideas from last 6 Fortinet calls. Amazing. Right? Calls reviewed, it is just giving you a little bit of perspective. May 14, just giving it a little bit of perspective of the calls, right? Content ideas. There it is coming. Agentic AI security. One new idea for you. And it give you some little more perspective also on that. Quantum ready cybersecurity hub. Another idea. Because our client is on the cybersecurity space, right? Interactive quantum transition assessment. Beautiful idea. LLM container security. The AI infrastructure is another great idea. This we may not have thought in the meetings. I could not have thought, kind of, we have discussed some points and this can lead into content. I couldn't have thought like that. Because subtly these things were discussed. Somebody said, we just forget and move on. But this powerful AI is so powerful, it is able to take out based on your business, which business you are in, and it's going to carve out a very interesting look at your competition, look at other trending areas, and say these are new content ideas which you discuss and you just pass, keep passing and keep moving in your calls. When AI goes wrong, AI failures, risk and threat detection, storytelling. Beautiful idea, right? Very interesting. Recession-proof cybersecurity. Very interesting. See, very creative, and we couldn't have even thought like that. This is what can create a lot of engagement in the market, because we write a lot of repetitive content we keep writing all the time. A CISO's playbook for economic headwinds. We think the US is heading toward recession and all that, and so what do you do when there is a recession? How content or SEO or geo can, what you can do, what CISOs, is a playbook during the recession time. How can you still create engagement? Very, very interesting and creative topic. We couldn't have thought like that. But that was, some came in the discussion somewhere. It says you write a content on this. This is very powerful. Very powerful. Do you all, do you agree, guys? If you look at this, we can't think like this, right? But this is important for security officers, right? So this is the power here, as you see. Very powerful. I love it. Very creative and very innovative, which we can very simply, we can miss these things. We will not ourselves, I don't think so we will be able to figure it out. And when you do competition analysis, everybody is doing, you will get this same old ideas there. This is something very fresh, which somebody said just casually, and it became very powerful idea, which we didn't notice during the meeting, actually. Right? Same you can do now. Same use case can be applied, which we are also doing in our company. We do every week team meeting, right? We run the same thing. Now we say, let's see how our meetings are going. Are our meetings productive? Are we really talking the right things? Are there any areas where people need improvement? It's just for the sake of improvement, as I'm saying again and again, right? What are the strengths of certain people and what are the strengths of certain improvement area of certain team members based on this discussion, right? Some people we see don't talk in the meeting by nature. It's not that they don't know all, but we can identify such things. This person doesn't talk at all. Okay, no problem. Let's see how we can engage them better, right? And so on. Or this area some team lacks. They don't talk so much about this, right? Or it can tell you overall, you guys are not discussing in your meeting. This is important, so on. So very, very powerful, your day-to-day data, the information, what is available, how it can be used to, help you to make very powerful decisions, right? All right. Now let's go back, and before we now, so yeah, while we check what we can do, yeah, let's run this, right? This one was, no, not this one. Competition is also over. Sorry. Okay, let's take this survey. Let's run this because this is over, right? Ajay, can we do that?
Yes, Ajay.
From one meeting, now note, what did Cowork produce? Let's do that. So you saw the power, right? You don't have to do anything. You have to just say, pick the data from where you want to pick the data, right? Right. I will encourage others also to participate, please, and share your perspective. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I create blogs with the help of Cloud and can I publish on the site? So in the future, Google can penalize it because of AI, or I need to write with human content only?
No, so I think it's not about, to be very frank, right with AI or human rights. The important part is what is the quality of your content, right? Now, if with AI itself you can make it, that's why I said, do not let AI control your output, right? I give you an example, right? If you can write helpful, unique content using the AI, well, that's great. That's great. Google not saying that I'm not going to, you should not write with AI or you should write hand. Google says it should be helpful, unique content for and aligned to your audience. Now, you want to smart enough to do it using AI. Now, that's why I said AI use it as a smart assistant. Don't let it control you. When you say, what is the meaning of that? Two things. Okay, create an article on some topic, 10 best agencies. And I leave it there. Now I am allowing Claude to control my output. It will do something which millions of people can do that. There's no difference. Now there's where you will get penalized tomorrow on this. Because everybody will do this. Everybody is running through AI. Everybody will, more or less, same kind of output will come there. But I go inside and give some more instructions. I say, whatever agencies you identified, go to G2 and find their reviews and rating. Also put it here. Go to everybody's case studies and find what are they doing good. Please put it that also here. Right? Or look at my checklist. Please put it that also inside. Go to my website, go to my this content, put it that also. Create a table and get the data from my checklist and put it here. Now you are making it much more useful, your experience, your uniqueness you are trying to bring into the content here. Still, AI will do the job for you. It will help you to fetch it and do it faster. But you are personalizing it now. That is what you have to be careful. Because otherwise, your content, other content, there's no difference. Everything is repetitive because AI is going to the similar kind of sources, picking the data and bringing it here when other people are writing the same content. Right? So make it more unique, helpful based on your experience. Let not AI control 100%. Let it do 60%, 70% to give you a good step forward, good start. Now 30% you sit down and modify it. So you have cut down your time. Earlier you take week, now it will take 1 or 2 days time. Because 60-70% job it has done for you. Keyword analysis, some direction it has given you. But do not hesitate or to spend that 20-30% time yourself. That is where the mistake is happening throughout. I'm seeing right now, people have stopped spending time. They are completely relying on AI just take the output and publish it. Now, you will be penalized. I can 200% I can tell you that. All right, does it helps? Does it make sense?
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay, now let's go back to our publish content. Okay, it's still running. Take some time. Any other question in the meantime? I think it'll take just take a couple of minutes to run. It's still running. Any other question we can take? Okay. Which collection should block? Okay. Yeah, you can ask any other question in the meantime. I think it's just a couple of more minutes it's taking. But you see, it is doing a lot of job here. If you look at it, starting from, we just gave the topic, right? That's all what we gave, and some other inputs to make it more aligned. But that's why I told you every place we have kept human intervention. Though I didn't use it here, it asks you want to review it? Yes, I want to review it. And then you give some additional input. So you revise it first before it is ready. But it has really cut down your time now. And it has given you a start. Otherwise, you don't have to think from scratch, right? It has given you keywords, it has given you some brief, it has given you some headers, it has given you title, description, FAQs. It has given you a lot of starting points for you, right? Now you improvise it a bit more based on your experience, feedback, and based on you have certain assets available. You use those assets, data from them to enrich it, right? Whichever is applicable. Any case study is applicable, apply that. Any webinar you have run in the past, any important information was there, apply it here. Any graphs are there, available to you, some imagery, graphs you want to make. So that's how you make it more and more unique and more useful for your audience, helpful. Right? All right, while this is running, what we can do, so I request, while that is our last use case, guys, I request everyone to, I'm going to put it in the chat, help us to give reviews and rating in TrustPilot. And I mean, this is not something they're holding back on you. Everybody will definitely going to get one agent workflow free. But if you help us with TrustPilot, it's going to help us to understand, and improve for future. So please, and people who give us TrustPilot rating, they will get additional one more agent will send you free. Out of the 6, 7, whatever is there. So please, I'm putting in the chat here while this is running. I request and appreciate if you can go and give us some reviews and ratings there. And as I said, whosoever does will definitely send you one more additional free agent. So please do that. And while you are doing that, see in our website, if you go, when we are building a lot of agents, actually, you can go to the website. It's called Claude Skills, and a lot of them will be freely available in future. And a lot of agents are getting built, which will help you. See, the difference what I'm seeing here is that we have 10+ year experience. We are putting a lot of our experience. These are not AI driven only. While AI is doing the job, but a lot of our own experience has gone into it. So you will find it quality far different and better here, right? So we make sure we bring it as close to human kind of a output. Of course, as I said, 10-20% human expertise will be needed. It will never give you 100. AI will never give you 100%. Never do that mistake. That AI can solve 100% of your problem. Okay. All right. It's still running. So please go ahead. In the meantime, the TrustPilot, I put a link. Help us to improve things in future. I think it's almost getting over now. Right, it's ready now. Right, it's ready. So let's see. I'll just give 1 or 2 minutes for TrustPilot before I show you this. Please take your time to give your reviews and ratings.
Ajay, meanwhile, do you have some time for questions?
Yes, please. Let's take that.
Okay, sure. So Pavitran has written something. He has mentioned that, hi Ajay, do you think the credits or the usage included in the $100 Claude plan are enough, or should we enable extra usage at API rates to prevent any workflow interruptions?
See, right now, if you are really running at $100, I'm able to run very, very complex workflows right now. I've not seen any limitation on the $100 one. But maybe if your workflows are very big and you are running too many, team is using, maybe you'll have to apply more. But I have not seen so far. If you give one each in your team, it's easy. If multiple people are using, maybe it may block you sometime. But if you give, each member one access, I don't think you will need that. But again, it depends on your usage. But you can do a lot here. I don't think so you will need. You can do a lot within whatever is available here. A lot. See, we ran 3-4 very, very complex flows, what I showed you. And it runs quite seamlessly. Right. So I've not seen that constraint as of now. We are running a lot of day in and out, a lot of complex workflows using different systems and so on. Right. Yeah. So yeah, 101 is has quite a bandwidth. $100 one, quite a bandwidth it has. All right, now let us go to see the web flow. You have to sign in, so that requires little technical configuration website, because when you want to publish, you have to connect and all that with your. We have Webflow CMS, but it can connect to any website. That should not be a challenge. So this is our website, which is built on CMS Webflow. Right. So we said on the blogs, put it on the blogs. Yeah. Can you see that? You can see the time, 4:10 p.m. This was our article. Right? You can see that. It has come here. Correct? Right. So this is the details. And here it is published on your website. It is on the staging environment. Now you go and make some changes, small changes, and your article is ready. It's published. Right? You can see that. Some changes will be needed, minor changes. I mean, you'll have to just do, because some image, I think a few things are restrictions are still there, which you are trying to work. Image you have to put, and a couple of, I think, other things needs to be done. But major part is done. The article is ready. Comparison table. See this now. This is our flavor now. Can you see that? This you will not find if you leave it to AI. This kind of header it will not give you. Right? So that's where I'm saying your own experience, your own flavor has to come out there to make it unique and different. Right? Right? And so on. So anyways, so yeah, you can see that published within 20-15 minutes from the idea. I got the idea within 15-20 minutes. Here is the article live on the website. That's the power we're talking here. That's the real use case. It's not about just prompting or anything like that, right? It's a major workflow. It has gone to multiple systems. It has connected with multiple systems here to get the data, right? A lot of inputs have gone into it, right? I mean, everybody, I just want to know, say your views. Do you think this is powerful from topic to publish within 10 minutes? What do you think? Do you really find it exciting, powerful? Please share your, comments. All right. I hope everybody has completed reviews. Now now that we have we have completed the third flow also. Now, yeah, let's just run. Matthew, we can run this survey here. The last survey.
Yeah, it's live.
All right. Just let's quickly do that. That was about from content ideas to publish. That question is about that. Which step did Cowork handle entirely on its own? Thank you, Samraj. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you again. Really appreciate that. Yes. So I think, yeah, we saw that it was really hands-free for us. It was complete hand-free, right? Everything it did, keyword research, to creating brief, to creation, to pushing to the website, everything it took care of it, right? That huge power in your hand here, right? All right. This is again a poll, but yeah, I think we had enough polls. You can just look at it. We said, which one are you going to, which, so if you have to choose one of these three, which one you think is the best one? This is the best, best among the equals, what they say, right? They're all equals, but is there a one, right? Which you love it and you said, this is what I'm going to try today or this week, right? You want to run again, quick poll, Maitri? Is it
Yeah,
there?
Jay, it's live again.
Okay, great. Which one are you going to out of these three? We ran three. Which one? One was we did content ideas from the meetings. We did competition analysis for not just simple competition analysis. We showed against a category of one specific category. Then we ran another one where content idea to publish within minutes and right. So, which one you would love to try this week? Out of these three, yeah, we'll send you two. Whosoever is here, at least one, two, we'll send it to you. You try it out, and any problems, yeah, please get in touch. We'll be happy to help you with if you're stuck anywhere. Sorry. All right, great. Thanks. Now almost reached towards the end, so I hope everybody has finished. And right. So next step from here is let's start building it. We'll share the recording and skill, as we said, 1 or 2 skills with you tomorrow. You run it, and if you need anything help, please feel free to get in touch. Right. So this, any questions before I close it? Last questions?
Yeah, Jay, we have last question from Arpan.
Yes.
Yeah, he has mentioned that, sir, I'm running lab-grown diamond jewelry retail store in Kolkata. I missed the session as customer was there. How can I learn one-on-one?
Sure. You set up some time with us. Our site LeadWalnut.com. There is a you go there and you can set up some time with us, and we can definitely help you with that. Yeah. See here, I can put in fact, anybody wants to do. We have it. Where is the Calendly link? Is there, right?
Yeah.
We have, right? Not here. Okay, meeting. Yeah. So, right. So what I'm going to do, maybe I can just put this link here. Please feel free to set up some time. Anybody will be happy to help you. Please refer this so that we don't take it as a new meeting. Please refer this webinar that you have attended in the meeting so we know, and we don't miss it. Okay. Set up some time next week. Look at the calendar and set up next time. Next week we'll definitely help you with that. All right. And So we keep running these kind of workshop. We ran for backlinks, how backlinks help you to dominate AI search visibility. 30th April, we ran that. Now, another upcoming will be another 2-3 weeks will be how to generate leads from AI search engine. Now, that's another topic in everybody's mind, right? Earlier, we used to do from Google. Now, with AI search engines, how do you do that? What has changed? What are the new things which have processes or structures have come in? So that's what we're going to cover. So keep watching the space on LinkedIn, on our website. We'll keep giving the registration links and more information about that workshop. So keep looking at it, and if you think it's an interest area and helpful, please register for that event. So thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining and for your time. So we'll close it here, and I'll hope to see you in our upcoming webinars. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.